What's going on, guys? So I am out here at Coachmen Catalina's factory in Middlebury, Indiana. This is really cool. They invited me out so I could see some of their new products. This is a really cool trailer. Now this is a toy hauler, but they've done some things that are kind of special on it, and I like it. I'm going to show you more about this thing. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Okay, so because this is a brand new product, I don't have the weight sticker on it yet, so I can't tell you exactly what all of that is. I could guesstimate, but I don't even want to do that because it being a toy hauler, I could probably be totally wrong, I could be totally right, but I don't want to take a stab at it yet. That said, let's take a look at this thing and what it's all about. You have a BAL frame, which is a different type of frame. It's not a Lippert frame. It's a stamped frame that uses huck bolts to put the whole thing together as opposed to your traditional welded frame. Now, if one's better than the other, I don't really know, but I do know that they all have their own perks and they have their own claims to why they are better. I know that a huck bolted frame like this might be a little bit more serviceable simply because you could replace things a little easier, take things apart since everything's bolted to it, but they do claim that the fasteners are really strong. They claim that it's a better frame system because of how they put it together and engineer it. All right, so you have some storage up here. You're clearly blocking something off right there. You have your solar charge controller in here as well. This is the Catalina Trailblazer. Outside of your water heater, furnace, JBL sound system, which is really nice. Has a huge awning. This is a massive awning, and it looks to have an LED light strip underneath it as well. Over here you have Trailer King tires. Not a big fan of those, which they would upgrade to like a Goodyear Endurance. You have all your suspension down here. It is a standard equalizer. It's not upgraded or heavy duty shackle straps or greasable wet bolts. I do wish they would put those here. It does have some nice fender trim though. That's really heavy duty. That seems like it's more on a heavy duty cargo trailer than an RV. You have two ways of getting into the RV. If you have the back little area open of the back patio, you could climb up there, or you can go through here. This is of course going to be your more conventional way. This is the outside of a ventilation system. You'll have another one on the inside way up there in the corner. JBL sound system. This is the 18TH. TH I'm assuming stands for toy hauler. All right, let's step inside. So this is kind of a Murphy bed, master bed thing. So this drops down and that turns into your bed. If you have toys in here, you probably still have room to go around it, no problem at all. I can imagine the bed would only drop down to around here, but you have all sorts of tie downs on the floor to bring your toys. And then you have a nice patio in the back. So this is something you typically don't see on these smaller travel trail style toy haulers. You have a screen door, screen room area right here that drops down to cover it if you want to. But this is your back deck space. You have your door back here as well. This is pretty cool. And this is also your ramp, of course. Stepping inside, this drops down as well. This is like a butcher block style table. Great place to eat, right? You can prep everything right here as well. You have a couple bar stools. These fender covers right here are supposedly rated to be able to support up to 1,000 pounds. So if you have something really heavy that needs to set on top of them, they should be strong enough. JBL sound system here. Your controls right there. Spot for your TV. Cable and satellite TV hookups with power. This is your single air conditioning system that comes on the unit, but they said that this back one is prepped and reinforced for an air conditioning unit if you wanted to throw one there. Has JBL sound system up here as well. You have a little bit of storage up here with a net to keep it from tossing around. You have a nice little sofa right here that collapses up against the wall, so again, you can fit things in here if you need to. You have one window right here. It's a reasonable sized window, but then you have another window on this side. And then you have a window back here as well. I don't think there's a window back here if there's not. All right, as we work our way towards the front, let's see if it's a full bathroom. So it is not a full bathroom. You have a plastic foot flush toilet. You have a nice shower stall area with a good surround. A lot of ceiling height in here, probably upwards of 7 feet tall. Spot to hang your towel. You have a medicine cabinet or for your towels and toiletries. You have your mirror right here as well. Spot on the door to hang a towel as well. Stepping into the kitchen, you have a lot of prep space in here. No drawers. I do wish there were drawers in here. You guys know how I feel about drawers. It would have been nice to have a spot for your utensils and silverware, which they don't currently have. I almost feel as if they could have put one in here in a different fashion. Maybe right here. So yeah, there's a lot of storage right here. They could have easily put a couple drawers right here, and that would have been pretty cool actually, because you have your, you know, all your dishes and stuff in here. You wash them, you dry them, and then you throw them straight into a drawer. I'm going to suggest that. Got more storage up top here. I think he said he was going to change this out with something special made out of metal, something that looks really, really nice and custom, because he said he really didn't care for the way this looked when it went in here, because it was designed to be able to put plates and things like that without them moving around. But I think he's going to do something special in that space. More cabinets. Again, I probably would have sacrificed this one right here to have 2 drawers. That would have been probably the ideal spot for me. Again, you have your microwave vent hood right here and another big window. It's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the outside of this unit. Well, before we do that, let's look at the price. So this is the 18TH, has an MSRP of $36,494. Sale price is going to be much lower than that. That is not what these things sell for at dealership lots. Dealerships always mark that price down. If you're paying that price, you're paying too much. Let's just put it that way. And the price should be significantly lower than that. Anyways, let's step outside and see what the outside's all about. Okay, so we already talked about the BAL frame. You got stabilizer jacks all the way around. Talked about the furnace, the water heater, suspension and tires. Your vent back here, your leash connection if you have a dog or an animal with you. It is prepped for a backup camera. Has some cool little accent lights up there as well. That's actually pretty nice. What do you guys think of this unit? This is a pretty cool toy hauler travel trailer. And I'm usually not a big fan of these, but I think this one looks really, really nice. And the folks over at Catalina usually price things pretty affordably. You got a spot here for 2 20-pound propane cans. You can access storage right here. You got a good amount of it as well. Plus you have some storage up top here. 30 amp connection. You have your shower connection right here. City water, black tank flush, freshwater fill, cable satellite. It would have been cool if they would have put the more aggressive tires on here. I think that would have looked really nice as well. But what's your opinion? I'd love to know. Guys, leave a comment below. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again real soon.